The heat today is different. I've lived in this desert for decades. I know its moods, its rhythms, its cruelties. But today, the air itself feels hostile, like something alive and hungry pressing against my skin. The thermometer we keep in the shade reads numbers I don't want to believe. 130 degrees, the kind of heat that kills. Soraya and I should stay inside. We both know this. The dugout is cool, safe, carved into the earth where the sun cannot reach. But we're low on water. The storage containers are running dry, and the nearest spring is a 2-hour walk. In this heat, that walk could kill us. But without water, staying will kill us too. We have no choice.
Keep your head down.
I wrap my head carefully. Extra cloth, extra layers. Soraya does the same. Her movements practiced and efficient. She's done this 1,000 times. We both have. But there's something in her eyes today, a wariness I haven't seen in years. The sun hits us the moment we step outside. It's not light. It's weight. It presses down on my shoulders, squeezes my chest, makes every breath feel like drinking fire. The sand beneath our feet is so hot, I can feel it through my sandals. Each step is a small negotiation with pain. We walk, one foot, then the other. Don't think about the distance. Don't think about the heat. Just move. Just keep moving. Soraya walks beside me, her pace steady, her face hidden beneath layers of cloth. Only her eyes are visible, dark and focused and alive. We're maybe an hour from the spring when I see it. At first I think it's a rock, just another dark shape in the endless beige landscape. But rocks don't move, rocks don't breathe. And this thing is breathing. I stop. Soraya stops beside me. Her hand finds my arm, a question without words. I point toward the shape. We approach slowly, carefully, because the desert teaches you that nothing is simple, nothing is safe. Everything can bite. It's a dog, a female, pregnant, barely alive. She's lying on her side in a shallow depression, as if she tried to dig herself into the earth to escape the heat. Her belly is swollen, enormous, stretched tight with life. But her eyes are glazed, half closed. The tongue hanging from her mouth is dry and cracked. She's panting, but the pants are shallow, weak, the sound of something dying. I've seen death in this desert, more times than I can count. Animals, plants, sometimes people. The desert takes what it wants and gives nothing back. But this is different. Someone left her here. I see the marks in the sand. Tire tracks, fresh ones. Someone drove out here, opened a door, and dumped this pregnant dog in the middle of nowhere to die in the heat. They drove away. They left her. They didn't look back. I feel something hot rise in my chest. Not the sun, something else. Something that burns in a different way. Soraya is already moving. She kneels beside the dog, her hands gentle, her movements slow. She doesn't want to scare the animal, but the dog is too far gone to be scared. She barely reacts when Soraya touches her face, strokes her muzzle, makes soft sounds that aren't words, but mean everything. I watch my wife work. After all these years, she still amazes me. She pulls our water container from the pack. We have maybe 2 liters, enough to get us to the spring and back if we're careful. Not enough to share, not enough to spare.
Come on, drink.
She pours water into her cupped hand and holds it to the dog's mouth. The dog doesn't move. Soraya tries again, dips her fingers in the water, lets drops fall onto the cracked tongue, waits, watches. The dog's eyes flutter. Something stirs behind the glaze. A tongue moves, weak, desperate, searching for more. Soraya gives her more. I should stop her. I should say something about the spring, about the walk, about the heat that's cooking us alive right now. But I don't. I can't, because I married this woman for exactly this reason, for the way she sees a dying thing and chooses life, for the way she gives when giving costs her everything. I kneel beside her, take off my outer robe, hold it up to create a tiny patch of shade over the dog's head. It's not much. It's almost nothing. But it's something. The dog drinks. Slow sips. Painful swallows. Her body shakes with the effort. But she drinks. And with each swallow, something comes back into her eyes. Not health. Not strength. Just awareness. Just the knowledge that she's not alone anymore. We can't leave her here. I know this before the thought fully forms. We can't walk to the spring. We can't complete our mission. We have to go back. We have to take her with us. And we have to do it fast. Because every minute in this sun is a minute closer to death for all of us.
You go first.
I look at Soraya. She looks at me. No words. We don't need them. We've been married too long for words. I bend down and slide my arms beneath the dog's body. She's heavy, heavier than I expected, the weight of her and the lives inside her. I lift, and my back screams, and my legs shake, but I don't stop. I can't stop. We turn around. The spring will have to wait. The water will have to wait. Right now, there's only one thing that matters. Getting this dog to shelter before the sun finishes what those people started. The walk back is the longest hour of my life. The dog lies limp in my arms. Her head hangs over my elbow. Her paws dangle. She's breathing, but barely. I can feel her heart beating against my chest, and it's fast, too fast. The desperate rhythm of a body that's running out of time. Soraya walks ahead, scouting the path, finding the easiest route through the rocks and sand. She stops every few minutes to give the dog water from her hands. We're using it all, every drop we have. By the time we reach the dugout, our containers will be empty. I don't care. Some things matter more than water. The dugout appears on the horizon like a mirage, that dark entrance carved into the hillside, half hidden by rocks and brush. Our sanctuary, our home, the place we've built with our own hands, stone by stone, over years of labor and love. I've never been so happy to see it. Getting the dog inside is harder than carrying her across the desert. The entrance is narrow. My arms are shaking. My muscles are screaming. Soraya guides me, her hands on my back, her voice a low murmur that I feel more than hear. Down the steps, through the passage, into the cool darkness below. The temperature drops 20 degrees the moment we're inside. I lay the dog on a pile of blankets we use for bedding. She doesn't move, doesn't react, just lies there, her swollen belly rising and falling, her eyes half open and staring at nothing. Soraya takes over. I've seen her care for injured animals before, desert foxes with broken legs, birds with torn wings. She has a gift for it, a way of knowing what bodies need, even when those bodies can't speak. Her grandmother was a healer, and the knowledge passed down through blood and time, mother to daughter, generation to generation. She works quickly, wets cloth and drapes it over the dog's body to cool her down, finds herbs from our supplies, the ones she keeps for emergencies, crushes them in her palm, mixes them with water to make a paste, spreads it on the dog's paws, her belly, the spots where heat gathers and holds. I watch. I help when she signals. I bring water. I hold the dog's head. I do what I'm told. The hours pass. The sun outside reaches its peak and begins to descend. The dog's breathing changes. Slowly, gradually. The desperate pants become something calmer, deeper. Her eyes focus. She looks at Soraya, really looks, and something passes between them. Recognition, gratitude, trust. The dog's tail moves. Just once, just barely. But it moves. Soraya makes a sound I haven't heard in years. Something between a laugh and a cry. She puts her hand on the dog's head and holds it there, and I see her shoulders shake, and I realize she's crying. My wife, who has survived sandstorms and droughts and nights cold enough to freeze bone, is crying over a dog. I love her so much it hurts. The evening comes. The dog is stable, still weak, still exhausted, but alive, breathing steadily, drinking water on her own now, lapping it from a shallow bowl Soraya holds for her. The puppies inside her belly are moving. I can see the skin ripple and shift. Life pressing against life, impatient to begin. We need water. I leave at dusk when the heat has dropped and the sun is low. Soraya stays with the dog. She won't leave her. I don't ask her to. Some bonds form fast and hold forever. I saw it happen the moment Soraya touched that dying animal in the sand. The walk to the spring takes an hour. The walk back takes longer. I'm carrying 4 containers now. Enough for us. Enough for the dog. Enough for whatever comes next. My shoulders ache. My legs are heavy. But I don't stop. When I return, Soraya is lying beside the dog. Her hand rests on the swollen belly. Her eyes are closed. But she's not sleeping. She's waiting, listening, feeling for something I can't sense. She opens her eyes when she hears me enter, looks at me, and I see it in her face before she says anything. It's time. The dog's body tenses. A contraction, the first of many. The belly ripples and shifts. The dog makes a sound, low and primal and ancient, the sound of every mother who has ever brought life into the world. Soraya moves into position. She's done this before. Not with dogs, but with goats, with sheep, with animals in the villages of her youth, before the desert, before me. Her hands know what to do. They know where to press, where to wait, where to help, and where to let nature take its course. I stay back. I build a fire. Small and contained and warm. The light fills our dugout with dancing shadows. The dog's face glows orange. Her eyes are wide, focused, present. She's not dying anymore. She's giving birth. The first puppy comes just after midnight, small and wet and wriggling. Soraya catches it in her hands, clears its nose, wipes it clean. The mother turns her head, sniffs her baby, begins to lick. Instinct. The oldest program in the world. Clean them, warm them, keep them alive. The second puppy comes 20 minutes later, then the third, then the fourth. I lose count somewhere in the darkness. The night blurs into a cycle of contractions and cries, a new life emerging into the world. Soraya works without stopping. Her hands never hesitate. Her focus never breaks. She is a force of nature, a midwife to miracles. By dawn, there are 7 puppies, 7 survivors, 7 tiny reasons why we walked into that desert today and found something we weren't looking for. The mother lies exhausted, her belly finally flat, her eyes half closed. But she's alive. She made it. Against all odds, against the cruelty of the people who abandoned her, against the heat that should have killed her, she made it. And now she has 7 reasons to keep living. Soraya finally rests. She leans back against the wall of our dugout, her hands covered in fluids I don't want to name, her face tired beyond words. But she's smiling, that rare, genuine smile that comes from somewhere deep inside her. The smile I fell in love with decades ago. I sit beside her, take her hand. We watch the mother dog nurse her puppies. 7 small mouths finding their way, 7 tiny bodies pushing and squirming and demanding life. The fire crackles. The morning light filters through the entrance of our dugout. Another day begins, another sunrise in this endless desert. But today feels different. Today feels like something changed. I think about the people who left that dog to die. I wonder what kind of person does that. What kind of emptiness lives inside them? What kind of darkness lets them drive away from a pregnant animal in 130-degree heat and feel nothing? I wonder if they sleep well, if they ever think about what they did, if they even remember. Probably not. Cruelty is easy. It costs nothing. You just turn away, just close your eyes, just decide that something's life doesn't matter because it's not yours. It's the simplest thing in the world. Children can do it. Anyone can do it. Compassion is harder. It costs everything. Water you don't have. Strength you can't spare. Hours of work and worry and fear. It means looking at something dying and deciding to fight for it anyway. It means carrying weight that isn't yours. It means giving when you have nothing left to give. I look at Soraya. She's fallen asleep against my shoulder. Her breathing is slow and deep. Her hands are still dirty. She didn't even wash them before exhaustion took her. She just stopped, her body finally surrendering to the rest it needed. This woman has given me everything. Not just love, not just companionship, but a way of being in the world. A way of seeing suffering and choosing to act. A way of finding abandoned things and making them whole again. She found me once, years ago, before the desert, when I was lost in a different kind of wasteland. She chose me then. She chooses me still. The mother dog opens her eyes. She looks at me, really looks. And in that gaze I see something I recognize. Not gratitude exactly, something deeper, something older. The acknowledgement that passes between survivors. The silent understanding of creatures who have stared into the abyss and somehow, against all odds, stepped back from the edge. You found me, her eyes seem to say. You didn't have to. But you did. I nod. Because that's what we do. That's what we've always done. Soraya and me. We find the lost things. We carry them home. We do the work that nobody else wants to do. And we don't ask for thanks. Because thanks isn't the point. The point is the doing. The point is the choice. The point is looking at cruelty and deciding every single time to choose something else. The puppies squirm. 7 lives that almost didn't exist. 7 futures that were written off by people who didn't care. But they're here now. They're alive. They're nursing from a mother who should have died in the sand, and they don't know how close they came to oblivion. They don't know anything except warmth and milk and the heartbeat that surrounds them. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's everything. I add wood to the fire. The flames rise, the shadows dance. Another day is beginning, and there's work to do. The dog will need food. The puppies will need watching. We'll need to go back to the spring, refill our containers, plan for the days ahead. But right now, in this moment, I just want to sit here. I want to feel my wife breathing against my shoulder. I want to watch 7 puppies discover they're alive. I want to remember that the world is full of cruelty. Yes, but it's also full of something else. Something that gets up at dawn and walks into the desert and carries dying things back to shelter. The desert doesn't judge. It doesn't care about good or evil, kindness or cruelty. It just exists. It burns and freezes and kills without malice. The judgment comes from us. The choice comes from us. What we do with our hands, our hearts, our precious hours of life. Those people made their choice when they opened that door and pushed a pregnant dog into the heat. We made ours when we picked her up. I think about my father. He told me once that you can tell everything about a person by how they treat things that can't fight back. Animals, children, the old and the sick, the ones who depend on the mercy of others. He said the measure of a man isn't his strength or his wealth or his power. It's what he does when no one is watching. What he chooses when choosing is hard. I didn't understand him then. I was young. I was angry. I thought strength meant never bending, never giving, never letting anything touch you deep enough to hurt. I understand him now. Soraya stirs. She makes a small sound against my shoulder, burrows closer. Her hand finds mine and holds it. Even in sleep, she reaches for me. Even in exhaustion, she remembers I'm here. This is my wealth. This is my power. Not the dugout we've carved into the earth, not the skills we've gathered over decades of survival. But this moment, this woman, These 7 puppies and their broken mother and the fire that keeps us all warm. The morning grows brighter. I should wake Soraya soon. There's water to fetch, food to find, 1,000 small tasks that make up a life in this place. But not yet. Not quite yet. For now, I just want to sit here. For now, I just want to remember. The desert is a hard teacher. It strips away everything that doesn't matter. It burns off the excess, the pretense, the careful masks we wear in softer places. Out here, you see people for what they really are. You see yourself for what you really are. Some days that's terrifying. Some days it's the only thing that keeps me going. Today is a good day. Today we saved something. Today we chose compassion when cruelty would have been easier. And tonight, when the sun sets and the stars come out and the cold descends like a blanket over this harsh and beautiful land, we'll sit by this fire with a mother dog and her 7 puppies. We'll share what we have. We'll protect what we've found. We'll do the work that matters, because that's who we are. That's who we've always been. Survivors, rescuers, finders of lost things. The fire crackles, the puppies nurse. Soraya breathes against my shoulder, and somewhere out in the desert, the tire tracks are already fading. The evidence of cruelty disappearing into sand. But it doesn't matter. Those people don't matter. What matters is here. What matters is now. What matters is the choice we make every single day to be better than the worst of what humans can be. The mother dog closes her eyes. She's resting now. Really resting. The kind of sleep that comes after the battle is over. After the worst has passed. After you realize, against all expectations, that you're going to live. I know that sleep. I've earned it myself, more times than I can count. Welcome home, I think, looking at her scarred muzzle, her tired eyes, her belly finally empty of the burden she carried. Welcome to the family. The fire burns. The day begins. And 7 new lives take their first breaths in this ancient desert, proving once again that hope grows in the strangest places. That's the lesson. That's always the lesson. The desert takes everything. But if you're stubborn enough, if you're foolish enough, if you're brave enough to keep giving when you have nothing left, sometimes it gives something back. Today it gave us 7 reasons to believe. And that is enough. That is more than enough. That is everything.